and welcome back to another video, which is probably pretty obvious from the title what it's going to be about. It will finally be my location reveal for my GCP this summer. So I've gained quite a few new subscribers recently, so I figured I would do a quick introduction about who I am, what I'm doing before I get into it. So I am Emily and I am from the UK. I live just outside of London, and last summer, in the summer of 2017, I did the Disney Cultural Exchange Programme, which is where people from the UK can go to work in Disney World in Orlando for about 3 months, and I did that in merchandise working in Hollywood studios. This summer I am heading back to Disney for the same programme. I will also be in merchandise again, but I am in a different location this time. So I am leaving for that programme in just 2 days. On Saturday the 16th of June I will be flying out to Orlando and starting this adventure all over again. We got our itineraries 2 days ago on Monday, so basically I now know where I'll be working and where I will be living. So I will start with where I will be living. So the arrival itinerary basically says your complex, your work location, and also where you're going to have your initial meetings and what day traditions will be. So firstly, my location for housing is Patterson Court, which is where I stayed last summer. I'm so happy about that because I loved being in Patterson last year. It was my top choice, so that's pretty awesome that I got that, because I remember last summer I put the Commons as my top choice and then I got Patterson as my second. So, you know, it's good to get number one. We did have some confusion this year in that when Disney Housing emailed us to submit our housing preferences, we weren't allowed to link up with anyone. So that kind of threw a spanner in the works, because I had like this awesome group of girls I was planning on living with, and suddenly they all went like out the door. However, we have all ended up in the same complex anyway, because we put the same preferences. So fingers crossed, Disney magic, we still end up together. I don't know, like it's a pretty massive complex, but there is a chance. So I will have my check-in on Monday the 18th of June, and that will be at 12 o'clock in Patterson Court. Then I have an onboarding session that day. The next day I have immigration. The next day I have housing. I remember how boring they were last year, but it's still good to like have them written down. And then my traditions class will be on June 21st at 8:40. So I'm really excited about that because I've got the morning session on the first possible day, which gives like the maximum time to get into Magic Kingdom, and I don't have to be waiting around for ages. I did just make a video though on things to do in your first week before you can get into the parks. So if you're interested in that, maybe click somewhere, I don't know, it might be in the screen. I might not be skilled enough to input that, but if not, it will be in the link down below of all ideas that you can do before you have traditions. So now is the most exciting part. This is my role location for the summer of 2018. So again, I am in merchandise, and this year I will be in World of Disney, which is the world's biggest Disney store in Disney Springs. So basically my life is going to be pretty crazy. I'm constantly busy working there. I am going to have to survive the rose gold fever that's sweeping the nation. I'm also going to have to try and not be tempted to buy just about everything, because I'll be surrounded by literally all the merchandise in Disney World every single day. Also, I'm going to have to resist not getting a Sprinkles cupcake before or after work every day, and also Blaze pizza, because both of those are just incredible. So I have to admit, when I first got my location, I was a little bit disappointed because obviously I wanted to be in a park. I loved being in Hollywood Studios last year, but then obviously I took time to think about it, and obviously I had that park experience last summer, so it's good to have a different one, and good for first time CPs to get their park experience, because I know that's what everyone really wants to do. Also, I didn't really spend much time in Disney Springs last summer, so this gives me a chance to check it out and all the different dining options and just explore and get to know that, and also to know my way around World of Disney, because I always get lost when I go there, so that's pretty cool. So obviously moving in 2 days gives you all the more reason to subscribe if you want to. So just hit that button and you can start following along with all the vlogs to come. I'm planning on vlogging a lot more this summer than I did last summer. It was a bit intermittent and crazy. My location was mental. Probably will be just as crazy this summer, but I will be trying harder to get those vlogs up as much as possible. I already hit my goal though. My goal was 500 subscribers by the end of the summer, so the fact that I'm at like 600 already is super awesome, and thank you so much for that. And I will see you from Orlando, which is crazy to say, but it's happening. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!